This is so delicious.
Hey, welcome to Meiji and Poppy's Kitchen. Tonight, why don't we make a quick, healthy, easy meal that happens to be delicious and gluten-free. Let's get started. Okay, I don't feel like cooking tonight, but we have been eating out so much lately that I feel like I just really need to. So let's do something just quick. Found a great recipe called Savory Beef and Potato Skillet. Never made it, but that's just how I roll. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to cut up 4 cups of potatoes into small cubes. I had like 4 small russets left, and then I've got these petite gold that I just bought the other day at the grocery store, so I'm kind of doing a combo in mine. And while I'm finishing cutting the potatoes up into small cubes, I've got some canola oil heating in the skillet, and we are going to put these potatoes in the heated up canola oil. And we are going to cook those, it says, for about 6 minutes. Wow, this is going to splash. Okay. So while those are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and start green beans. Poppy is a meat and potatoes guy. If I only fed him meat and potatoes, he would be so happy for the rest of his life. But I have found some vegetables that he really likes, and green beans are one of them. So since it's just the 2 of us, I'm doing 1 can of green beans, and this is a recipe that I've been doing for a while that is easy, but they are so good. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on about 7. And you see, I just emptied out the can of green beans. I didn't drain it or anything. And then I'm going to add to that, you can add butter, you can add olive oil. I'm going to add just a little bit of avocado oil. I'd say that's probably about a tablespoon of avocado oil. And then I am going to put in a little beef bouillon. Now, I had to buy these because they are the gluten-free beef bouillon. And I'm not going to put in the whole thing of the envelope. I'm just going to sprinkle in a little. Normally, like if before Poppy was gluten-free, I would put a whole beef bouillon cube, but most of the time I had 2 cans of green beans. But you can do what you can put in a whole bouillon cube for 1 can. It'll be delicious. Then I sprinkle some garlic salt in there, just to your liking. And then I put some pepper. And I bring this to a boil on medium-high heat. And then I just let it then I turn it down some. And I just let it keep cooking. Best green beans. I don't know why. These are just delicious. Okay, so I'm going to let the potatoes cook for about 6 minutes, and then I'll come back and give you the rest of the recipe. Okay, so it's been 6 minutes, and while I was getting everything else ready, it says to do them until they are golden and tender yet still firm. They went a little past golden. Well, one side of them went a little past golden, but anyway, Poppy won't care. He likes stuff when they're well done. All right, so now it says to introduce the ground beef. So this is a pound of ground beef. And you just put it right in there with the potatoes that are still cooking. They're not all the way done. Let's see. And it says, introduce the ground beef, chopped onion, and red bell pepper. Break apart the beef with a spoon as it browns. Okay, so let's look up how. This is a medium yellow onion, and then a medium red bell pepper or green pepper. Poppy does not like onion. He tolerates pepper, so I'm putting the pepper just for some added nutrients. And that is the red bell pepper. So then I'll just start breaking up the ground beef. You see my my green beans are still just cooking over here, and they're looking so good. They're getting good to the consistency that I like them. Okay, what's it say? Let me read what it says. Okay, so we're supposed to let this brown. Then it says stir in Worcestershire sauce, Dijon mustard, smoked paprika, garlic powder, oregano, salt, pepper, and hot sauce. So let me tell you a little bit about that. So it says 2 tablespoons Worcestershire sauce, or soy sauce is a substitute. Well, the Worcestershire sauce that I have is not gluten-free, and so I would have to do soy sauce, but soy sauce has gluten in it as well. Everything has gluten in it, it seems, when you become gluten-free. So I did liquid aminos, which is a substitute for soy sauce, which is a substitute for Worcestershire sauce in this recipe. So anyway, to make it gluten-free. Okay, so the ground beef is almost completely browned, and it's going to stay in here a lot longer. So I'm going to go ahead and start adding my flavoring. So that was the liquid aminos, or the soy sauce or Worcestershire sauce. Then a tablespoon of Dijon mustard or yellow mustard. I thought I had Dijon mustard, but apparently I don't, and so we are going with yellow mustard. Then a teaspoon of smoked paprika. A teaspoon of smoked paprika or regular paprika. I have smoked. And then a teaspoon of dried oregano or Italian seasoning. I just chose Italian seasoning, so put those together. That's that. And then a teaspoon of garlic powder or fresh minced garlic. I have minced garlic in a little tube, and I love it, so that's what I use. And then to taste, salt and pepper and hot sauce if you want it for a kick, it says. So we'll taste it first, and if we need a kick, we'll add a little hot sauce. Okay, so the ground beef is just about done. And you are supposed to use 93% lean ground beef or ground turkey, so that way it doesn't need to be drained once it's browned. So that's what I did, and I just threw out a red pepper. So then it says to continue to cook for another 6 to 8 minutes until the beef is browned and everything is cooked through. So what I'll do is I'll do this because I have been doing it already for a minute or two. So I'll do this for a few more minutes, and then and the beef is all the way cooked through, so I don't have to worry about that. But I will check the peppers and the potatoes just by sticking a little fork in it. See if they're potatoes are just about done. I can tell they're soft enough. Let's look at peppers. I'll do the peppers a couple more minutes. I mean, I'll do it all a couple more minutes. But this is it. This is it. This is the recipe. That's all you have to do. So again, healthy, easy. Looks like it's going to be delicious. I think Poppy's going to like it. So when you don't feel like cooking, but you can just look up, I have potatoes and ground beef, what can I do with it? And something like this pops up, go ahead and go for it. Okay, I'm going to let this cook for a couple more minutes, and then when Poppy comes in just a minute, we'll get him to test it for us. All right, so we have the savory beef and potato skillet bake and the green beans. So we'll see how it is.
Meat and potatoes, my favorite. Mm. Uh-uh.
Hey, stop! Stop, Phil.
My plate. This is good. Mm.
Oh, that's delicious.
Ooh, hot. It's good. Excellent. Excellent.
You must have gotten a really hot bite.
That potato is hot.
Try the green beans. That's our favorite, green beans.
Mm.
So that's going to be a good meal.
Yep, just need more of it. This is really, really good, dear.
Yeah. Gluten-free, delicious, easy, fast. You need to make it. Thanks for visiting the kitchen.
This is so delicious. This is so delicious. This is so delicious. This is so delicious. This is so delicious.